In this video, I'll be teaching you a step-by-step method for picking up girls on Match.com. I was skeptical about this site at first, but I ended up really liking it because once I figured out how to take advantage of it, I started getting tons of numbers. The other good thing about it is the girls are a little more open and aren't as shallow as they are on some other dating apps. So you don't have to be 6'3" and look like Captain America to be successful on it. And, unlike something like Instagram, every girl on this site is here because she wants to meet guys. So you have a much better shot. So I decided to try it out for 2 weeks. I messaged a ton of girls, tested a bunch of different things, and I figured out exactly what works best. I'll be teaching you what messages to send, how to set up your profile, and how to go from texting within the Match app to getting a phone number. You can also use the link on screen and in the description below to get a 1-week free trial at the site, courtesy of your boy, Based Zeus. So let's hop right into it. First, what do you message them? Do you say, hey, what's up? Do you use a pickup line? Do you comment on something about their bio? Well, don't even worry about it because I already tested everything for you. I tried 7 different types of openers. Number 1, puns. All you do is come up with a pun using the girl's name. They should be unique, creative, and funny. Most girls love it because it shows that you're really witty and a thoughtful guy. Here are some examples I used on girls that resulted in me getting their phone numbers. You, Shirley, never had a guy open using a pun. If you don't think I'm cute, you're a damn liar. In your opinion, what's the most tragic event in U.S. history? In my opinion, it's Pearl Harbor. You seem interesting. I really wanna talk to you. Number 2, reference. This is just referencing something in her bio or her picture. Now, there's a right way and a wrong way to do this. The wrong way is just to make an empty statement like, I see you like skydiving. Skydiving is cool. The right way is to reference and ask a question or make an assumption. By asking a question, you prevent her from giving a one-word answer because if she answers the question, it gives you the opportunity to ask more questions and to make statements about her answers. For example, I see you like skydiving. What made you get into it? Or you can make an assumption, for example, I see you like skydiving. You must be someone who enjoys adventure. Another thing you can do is reference something and disagree with it. For example, there was a girl whose bio said, I used to be an avid Club Penguin member, until they decided to shut it down. So I had to switch to Roblox, which I'm not mad about. I opened by saying, Roblox, Tower Unite is where it's at. We had a little back and forth and then switched to talking about video games in general. And within a few minutes, she agreed to come to my place and play Mario Kart. Number 3, direct approach. Open her using whatever method you want and add, what's your phone number at the end? Haha! It worked a little, but not as well as the other methods. I recommend only using this if a girl's bio seems like she's upfront and open to meeting up. Number 4, clickbait. This is really unreliable. Some girls fall for it, others don't. The most effective way is to turn it into a joke. For example, you won't believe what I just found out. They say, what? And I'd say, you can clickbait women into replying. Number 5, basic approach. This is pointless. It isn't engaging, and even if she responds, it leads to such a boring conversation that one of you will sooner or later stop responding. Number 6, pickup line. This is pointless. It didn't work at all. Number 7, compliment. This is also pointless. You usually get an aw, thank you, and that's the end of it. I tried complimenting girls and then milking conversations out of it after they said thanks, but it never went anywhere. Here's a chart I made showing how effective each type of message was. Tell me this isn't impressive, okay? I sent each type of message to 20 different girls, using the pun type as an example. Out of the 20 girls I sent puns to, 16 of them replied, and 15 turned into interesting conversations, with 12 resulting in phone numbers. Now, the worst methods were the basic approach like, hey, what's up? The pickup lines and compliments. You can see that some girls replied to them, but 0 out of those replies resulted in phone numbers, so they were pointless. You can see that using puns and referencing bios are the best ways to do it. Here's a graph of it as well. Puns are great, referencing bios is great, direct approach, the one where you say something and then ask for her number in the opening message is alright, and clickbait is alright. You can also see that if you compliment girls, you get a good number of responses, but you'll mostly just be wasting your time having conversations that lead nowhere, so avoid that. Regardless of what method you use, you want to get her number as soon as possible. Don't wait more than 5 to 8 messages to ask for it. Attractive girls get tons of messages, and if you take too long, she'll get busy. And then, by the time she looks at her phone again, your message has been pushed down by all the other guys messaging her. So, she forgets about you. So if things are going well, within 5 to 8 messages, you want to get her number. Some more tips to keep in mind. The subject line of the message isn't important. Just don't put "Hey." Think about what you wrote in the message and then put an appropriate headline as the subject, as if you're sending a regular email to a friend. Read her bio and look for some buzzwords you can use in your opener. Tailor your message to the girl. A girl who has a lot of spiritual, ambitious, and intellectual stuff in her bio is probably down to talk about things like her life goals, passion, and so on. On the other hand, a girl who has shit like, "I like to have fun and I'm adventurous." Just keep teasing her and making little jokes. Feel out the person you're texting. Some girls are into long texts. Others are just into short messages. A good speaker knows how to tailor what he's saying to his audience. You can also use the Daily Matches feature for this because it shows you right on the screen what you guys both have in common. Don't interview her. Make statements. Disagree if you disagree. Don't be nice, but don't be arrogant. Make your messages seem like you're just messing around and not really taking this online dating thing very seriously. Don't make heartfelt compliments because it's needy and the girl will get bored with you. Actually, don't make any compliment until she's already warmed up. Do it only after she starts sounding DTF, but honestly, you should be getting her number already anyway. Get your priorities straight. If you read between the lines, it's clear from a girl's bio if she's looking for a hookup or a relationship. If you just want to hook up, don't go for girls that want a relationship because you'll waste your time. When you get her number, have a reason for it. Let's say you both like art. Talk about art. Ask her to go to an art gallery with you and then ask her for her number. Also, you should have an Instagram or a Snapchat because some girls get nervous about giving out their numbers, and this makes it easier for them. Be interesting. Most girls are boring texters and give boring answers. So it's easier to just be interesting and make them ask all the questions. A lot of the conversations I had revolve around me, my hobbies, the places I've been, places I've lived, the things I like to do, and the things I can do, and so on. Share stories. I find that this is probably the best way to bond with girls on Match. If she tells you a story, tell her about a similar thing that happened to you. Plus, ask an additional question so it keeps going. Now, let me tell you how to set up your bio. It's actually really simple. For the bio itself, keep it short, funny, and honest. It should give the girl a slight idea of your personality without being a huge essay with a list of every single hobby you have. Short and simple and somewhat funny. But if you can't work something funny into it, don't push it. Most guys have really try-hard profiles which don't work. Honestly, this isn't that important anyway because most girls never message guys first. So, they only look at your bio after you've already messaged them and have been talking for a little while. So just have one that's short and to the point. For your profile picture, I found the best to be a nice, clear photo of you from your chest up. Have a friend take it, use a tripod, or prop your camera up on something so it doesn't look like a selfie. For your other pictures, a lot of guys on Match overuse sporty pictures like rock climbing, beach pics, animal pics, and so on. In my opinion, it's too generic since everyone has realized it works, which means it no longer works because everyone else is already doing it. I took a different route and used pics that showcase my personality. No mirror pics, no shirtless pics in places where you should have a shirt on. You get the idea. The goal is to showcase how cool your life is, but it can be like showing off. Here's what I used. 1 profile pic, chest up, you can clearly see my face. 3 pics of me around town taken by a friend who's into photography, so they look professional, automatically stand out against all dudes taking blurry-ass selfies in the bathroom. 1 pic of me in the art class doing a goofy pose next to a really bad drawing, shows I have hobbies and a sense of humor. 1 pic of me at a party with some friends, shows I have a social life. 1 pic of me holding something, shows off my ripped-ass bicep muscles without looking like I'm intentionally showing off. 1 pic of me in a tux with one of my friends and a girl, shows I have style and actually know a girl. 1 pic of me with a couple of girls. You should have 1 or 2 pics with girls because showing you actually know other girls seriously boosts your attractiveness. If you don't know any girls, then even pics with female cousins or your friends' girlfriends or random girls on the street is fine. So those are pics I used. The main idea is 1. Show you have a sense of humor. 2. Show off without showing off. And 3. Show you have some semblance of a social life. If you can't do that, just do the best you can. It's not a big deal. So there you have it. That's exactly how to set up your bio, your pics, and exactly how to message them. Here's the chart again for reference. You definitely want to message a bunch of girls. Don't just pick 2 or 3 and expect them all to fall in love with you. Message lots of people and feel it out so you can get an idea of what works for you. This is actually a really easy way to meet girls of all ages, so I recommend trying it out yourself for a week or 2. Just hop right into it and start messaging them and you'll get the hang of it really fast. Like I said, when Match first asked me if they could sponsor a video, I was a little skeptical, and I didn't want to recommend something that didn't work. So I got on there myself and tried it out, and it actually works really well. So hop on it and try it yourself, and then come back next week and leave a comment letting me know how many numbers you got. Let's see who can get the most. Good luck, bro. You got this.